stake here, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first down, it's play action. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the ball is picked off.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Back to throw. It's Irvin. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Well, Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he steps out at the 8. A crucial takeaway.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity, bang. They throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. As a design quarterback keeper. He's swarmed by the defense.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation. In 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. With that miss, the score remains the same.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. They'll toss it to the back. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Irvin. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's a strong stiff arm. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a 1st.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The important 3rd down play coming up. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Gets into space at the 50. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a 1st down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
I love love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And it falls incomplete. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. A new set of downs after that completion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And the back gets the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The Knights pick up enough to get a first down there. The Knights line up with a 1st and goal. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself, but he just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Back to pass. It's Irvin. Running out of time in the pocket. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down just short of a marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
We're trying to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Chris, I'll be honest, man, I thought on fourth down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it for a big gain. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Tigers are looking to keep this drive going. Back to throw. It's Irvin. Finds his target. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Here's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
1st down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Makes the catch. It's Garrett. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very...
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's long. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot right here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, when you play cover 3, you leave your corners essentially on an island downfield. Love how the corner does a nice job of being able to stay in position, stalk the receiver, and locate the ball for that interception.
This will likely be the last play of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They'll try the option play here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
And every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Pitches to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the fair catch is made. Always tricky to field punts in this kind of rain. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, whatever these guys saw in the first half, I think we're going to see more of it in the second half. Outstanding job of setting the tone here and how quickly they were able to score, sending a message to the opposing defense.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Irvin. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll test the right side here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Irvin. Throwing for his running back. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pocket. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Oh, so disappointing to this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. Now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
And the Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. When he can't quite come up with the interception, he would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Looking to pass. It's Irvin. Launching one to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Using his legs, it's Garrett. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made way down to the 25. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. The Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. To the air, it's Irvin. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. The drive is going now. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to the...
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
3 yards on the play. 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, UCF 21, Clemson 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes a quick grab. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run here. Lets it go. Out of bounds, about a yard short of the mark for a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play.